Hello and welcome to another episode of the Portrait Profit Show. Thank you for being here with me today on this wonderful, beautiful Monday afternoon. Man, we've got some good stuff in store for me, but before I get into that, let me ask you to do one favor for me. You see it scrolling across the bottom right now. We use a platform called StreamYard, and that causes us to be able to simulcast to multiple different places at the same time. There's 5 different Facebook pages, there's 2 different YouTube channels, and there's one LinkedIn page. But this is how I'm able to send it to these different places all at the same time. But in order for me to see you, because of that, I have to do one step, and that's you just click on this link. It's StreamYard.com/Facebook. StreamYard.com/Facebook. If you go to that link, this gives permission for StreamYard to give your name. And so I'm encouraging you to do that so that when you leave a comment or ask a question, I actually receive it. And I do answer some of the questions if I can. And of course, I'm encouraging those likes and those loves because, man, that keeps me going. So do me a favor, hit that like button. If you think I'm doing a good job. If you don't, well, don't click it. If you think I'm doing a really good job, well, then click that love button. Not because because you're enjoying this. All right, so StreamYard.com/Facebook. And now I also want you to enter in #live. Let me know that you're here right now. So do me a favor right now, go to the comments section and enter in #live. #live. All right. I do a couple of things in addition to this show for free, and so I'm going to share those with you real quick. 2 things that I do for free, and 2 things that I charge for, real quick. All right, so that first one is the Landers Photography School Business Assessment Consultation. Now, we could talk about your business. We could talk about your price list. We could talk about your marketing. We can talk about whatever it is that's important to you. What's the next step for you? Anything photography related on the business side. So it's not the photography side, the business side. And so I want to encourage you to take advantage of this. And I'll put this real quick into the comments section so that you have it there as well. Do that right now. All right, so you should start seeing that popping up in the comment section. The same place where I want you to enter in #live so I know that you're watching me live. By the way, if you're watching the replay, please enter in #replay. But business assessment consultation, it's a free 30-minute session to talk about whatever you want to do. Now, I do have an enhanced version of this that I charge for, but this one's totally free. You just have to go to that link that you see in your newsfeed right now and choose a time. It goes straight to my calendar, and you choose the time that's best for you. Another thing that I do for free is the Lunch with Landers. I take a photographer to lunch with me every single week on Tuesdays. And the reason it's on Tuesdays is because I've been having lunch on Tuesday at the Dominion Country Club because that's where my Rotary Club meets. And as far as you're concerned, what you'll do is you'll come in and you'll hear a speaker talk about something that was probably you'd never even considered before, valuable, cool information. And then afterwards, you and I talk about your business. And so then we put that, let's see. Put that into the comments real quick. Hey, Jero. Hey, Dave. All right, so this is the link to take advantage of Lunch with Landers. Again, you just click on that link. It shows you a calendar with only Tuesdays and what Tuesdays are available. You just click the one that you want to go on, and boom, you're done, other than showing up, of course. But that's Lunch with Landers. Every Tuesday, I take a photographer to work with me. All right, the next thing I want to share with you, those were 2 free things. Now I'm going to show you 2 things that I charge for. And those are some upcoming classes. I've got a Photoshop 101 that is coming up. And let's bring up those dates. Let's see. It begins on October 11th. So it's a Tuesday, Thursday for 2 weeks in a row from 6 to 8 in the evening. And it's centrally located in San Antonio, assuming you're in San Antonio. And if you're not, well, it's located near the airport, so you can fly in to take this particular class. Not all of our classes are going to be located next to the airport, but this one is. So on Tuesday, October 11th, Tuesday, Thursday, 2 weeks in a row, Photoshop 101. And also, let's see, I have on that Saturdays, for 5 Saturdays in a row, we're going to have Intro to Portrait Photography, and that begins Saturday, October 15th. Saturday, October 15th is when that one's coming. And so go to, oh, there we go, Intro to Portrait Photography. So that is 5 2-hour sessions. The first one will be mostly lecture talk about what's going on. The second 2 will be outdoors, and we'll use natural light. We'll use flash, off-camera flash as well. And then the last 2 will be indoors, using natural light coming in through the window, ambient light that may be in the room, and studio lighting. So that's how that one will be structured. So Intro to Portrait Photography coming up on Saturday, October 15th. Just go to landersphotoschool.com so that you can take advantage of those. Now, as far as the event calendar, there's 2 really cool things that are coming up. One of them is the 10th annual San Antonio Photography Tournament on Sunday, October 16th at 8 a.m. And it goes until about 3 p.m. So let's see, can I show that in a, yeah, that probably works better. So that is, man, this is a fun tournament. This is not to find out who the best photographer in the area is. This is for photographers in the area to have fun. And though there's going to be tons of prizes, Digital Pro Lab is one of the ones that has donated prizes, and several other companies have as well. But we're going to have 15 different categories that you could participate in. You can do all of them. You could do one of them. It doesn't matter. But you come into the Dominion Country Club at 8 a.m. on October 16th. We give you the list. We go through the set of rules, and then we let you guys out and roam around the grounds to create your images. And then you turn them in before lunch. During lunch, we have judges who are going to be going through those images, choosing their favorites. And after lunch, we're going to announce the winners. We're going to hand out the certificates and hand out the prizes. And by 3 o'clock, it's done. It's not a popularity contest that you put your images on Facebook and get the most likes. Nope, this is done at one time. It's the Instant Gratification Photographers Challenge. It's the 10th annual. Get in on it, assuming you like to have fun. You can go to saphotoevents.com, as you can see on your screen right now at the bottom of that flyer. It's saphotoevents.com. to get more information. And the day after that is something that's going to be really fun. This is the 2nd annual, and let's put that up on the screen, the 2nd annual Elevate exhibition. And that is Monday, October 17th. Again, the day after the annual San Antonio Photography Tournament. This is fun also, but this is fun dressed up. Come in your best clothes. You ladies, you could be in dresses or whatever it is that you feel comfortable in, but looking good. Guys, hey, I'm going to be wearing a coat and tie. I don't know if it'll be a suit, but it'll at least be a sports coat and tie and slacks. And so this is a fantastic way to show off your work. Now, this is unlike the tournament where you're creating images. These are images that you've already created. You're printing your work, you're framing it, and these are your images are going to be on display. So go to elevateexhibition.com to get more information. Elevateexhibition.com. In its 2nd year. The board of the Elevate Exhibition has been working tirelessly over the past couple of months to make this happen. This is for fun, but it is just an opportunity for us to get together and elevate the photographer community and videographers as well. ElevateExhibition.com. Hope to see you there. All right, man, there are so many cool things that are going on. Let's move that and move that. Cool. All right. Uh, by the way, I want to remind you, if you're watching live, enter in hashtag live. That way I know that you're here right now watching. Uh, cool. I see Francis. Hey, Christopher. I'm glad you're here. Watching via YouTube, and there's a whole bunch of Facebook users, meaning I don't know who it is that is commenting. But man, I am so glad that you're here. By the way, if for the ones that says Facebook users, if you want to remain anonymous, then good. That you're right where you want to be. If you don't mind me seeing who you are, then that banner that's coming across the bottom right now, if you go to streamyard.com/Facebook, then I'll be able to see who you are, and you'll be added actually to my register. I'll know who's here based on those who register. Those who don't register, they won't show up on my numbers. But I certainly encourage you to go to streamyard.com/Facebook. That way, when you do comment, I know who it's coming from, and I can use your name when responding. Oh, good. Nice. Well, I'm glad this is your first event. And cool. Well, thank you, Christopher. I appreciate that. All right. Whew. By the way, this platform that I use, StreamYard, has it's a simple program. There's a lot of different variables, of course, to keep control over. And so if you see my eyes kind of moving around, I'm looking at the screen. My image is right here, kind of in the middle, but then there's information all the way around it so that I can keep track of things that are going on. So kind of fun. But just answering the question of why does his eyes keep wandering around over there and over there? Well, there's other things on the screen for me to pay attention to, just to keep things rolling and keep things as smooth as possible. Oh man, this is good. Go back to this. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the personal resistance plan. But before I get into that, I suppose I should tell you who it is that's going to present this. Because, well, it's me, but you may not know who I am. I know who I am because I've lived with myself forever. But you may not know who I am, so I better tell you just a little bit about who's presenting this, so that you can have some sort of confidence level that what I am presenting has value. All right. My name is Jim Landers, and my mission is simple. I help portrait photographers make a great income doing what they love. Each week on the Portrait Profit Show, you get tips and systems on the business side of photography designed to help you gain a mastery over marketing and sales, which reduces the struggles that most photographers face. You're in the right place. Welcome to the Portrait Profit Show. The Portrait Profit Show is brought to you by Digital Pro Lab and Landers Photography School. Today, I would like to suggest a personal success strategy. And I'm calling this your personal resistance plan. I am so glad that you're here with me today. If you don't mind, I want you to say something in the comments. How about just say hello? Say something in the comments to me. I want to know who's here, and besides, it's for me. It's kind of it's fun. It's heartwarming to see you here and to know that you're engaged in what it is that I'm sharing with you. It helps, the time and effort that myself and Amanda put into this. Amanda at Digital Pro Lab, we put a good amount of time into this, and to know that you care about it and that you're watching and that you're engaged, man, that makes us feel really good, and it is much appreciated. So click that like button, click that love button, and engage in the comments section. So say hello. Say hello. And as I see your comments, howdy. I like that. As I see your comments, I sometimes will comment on it, and I'm encouraging you to ask questions as we go through this process, because there will be some things that they'll spur your questions. So I want you to tell me something in the comments. What is the most recent type of photography that you have done? And just make it one word. So was it family portraits? Was it kids? Was it a high school senior? Just say seniors, or say kids, or say family, or maybe it was a boudoir session. What type of session was the most recent type that you've done? I'll give you a second. Just type that in. I'm curious. What kind of work have you done? Cool. So I'm seeing high school seniors. I'm seeing sports portraits. I'm seeing engagement. Hey, Carrie. Let's see. Public relations at Fort Hood. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Nice. All right. A mountain bike race. Oh, cool. Boudoir. Another family. I see 3 or 4 seniors, high school seniors. Yeah, I guess this is a popular time to do that. Another senior. Yep, several are coming up. Thank you for sharing that. So yeah, definitely. I was just curious, what kind of work are you doing right now? And several different things you guys are doing. Nice. Keep them coming. I'm not going to read them all. I'm going to move on. But thank you for doing that for me. All right. I've got a preface for this personal success story. Maybe a mindset, but preface for it. I want to share with you this personal success strategy that I believe will be beneficial to you. So I want to, if you don't have a pen and paper already, take a moment, grab yourself something to write on, something to write with, and try to keep up. Now, I might go a little bit fast, and if you can't keep up, that's fine. Watch it later. Also, I know that some of you watch this or listen to this while driving. Obviously, I don't want you to take notes while you're driving. And so rewatch it later if you're in that instance, and take notes then. So before I get into this, if you're watching me live, I asked you guys already, but just in case you're just now joining us, please comment #live if you're watching us live. If you're watching this replay, then #replay. All right. Something that I know is that you're dealing with something that stands out from the rest of your problems. I know this because, well, I'm speaking to other humans. And that's something that we all share. But there is something that you need to turn around, something that you are struggling with, either actively or maybe it's just in your mind, but still just as difficult. There is something that stands out. There is something that needs to turn around. There's something that needs to move faster. There's something that is heavy on your mind right now. Maybe it's a relationship with a spouse, a child, a parent. Is it a neighbor? Maybe it's how little there is in your bank account. Maybe it's your car, a client, a lack of clients. Are you struggling? Well, something you're struggling with right now. You're here. You're learning more. You're growing because you're hoping for maybe some words of reassurance. Maybe a suggestion that might help. Maybe you're hoping for, maybe you're here despite something else. You're here anyway, even though you're dealing with something else, even though you might have something else that is pressing. You're here because you're simply determined to move forward. And I hope so, because determination is a requirement in life, but in business. So where are you in your struggle? Has it just begun? Has it been going on for years? Have things gotten worse? Are you close to a solution? Write it down in your notes. Those of you who are taking notes, write it down in your notes. What's the struggle? Where are you in the struggle? Write it down. Now, the reason I say write it down is because I believe it's super powerful to write things down. It causes you to think about it. It causes you to go more into detail on that one thing. And if you feel so inclined, share the topic of your struggle in the comments. Just the topic. Don't go into any details with it. If you feel so inclined, share with us in the comments the one word that could describe your struggle. Maybe it's relationship is the one word that you put down. Maybe it's marketing, the one word that you comment. Maybe it's money. Whatever it is, if you feel so inclined, put that in the comments. I'm not going to be going into any detail. I'm not going to be asking you any questions about it. But just put that one word in the comments, again, if you feel so inclined. Whatever it is that's heavy on your mind, share that one word in the comments. Now, if you don't feel comfortable sharing even just that one word with others in your comments, that's fine. Share the first letter of the struggle. Just the first letter. It could be an R, it could be an M, whatever it is. If you don't feel comfortable saying that one word or writing out that one word, just comment one single letter and let that symbolize to you right now that you are committed to moving forward. Even if it's just that one little letter. Let that symbolize to you your commitment. I am going to move forward. I am going to get better. I am going to reduce my struggles so that I can reach dreams that I have or that I'm going to have. I am committed to moving forward. That's what putting down one letter says to you, not to me. It says it to you. If you're committed, I just want at least one letter. When you write it down in your notes, in the comments, when you write it down, you are giving yourself permission to stop and focus on just this one problem. Giving your wonderful, beautiful, creative mind the ability to slow down, become calm, focus, and do what it does. Solve problems. By the way, if you're just joining us, I'd like for you to comment #live. By the way, if it's later that you're watching this, comment #replay. But I also want you to share this. Do me a favor and share this. Let others know about this, because the information that is shared during the Portrait Prophet Show is valuable to photographers. There are little pieces of information, maybe not everything, of course not everything, but there are little things, little pieces of information that are valuable, that help uplift the photography community. And when the entire photography community is uplifted, you are uplifted with it. You are elevated just simply by sharing. So click that share button. Click that share button. Now, if you know someone individually who you think could benefit, who would enjoy this, who could benefit from this, enter in their name. Tag them. The @ symbol and then their name. That way they are tagged. They know that this is going on. I'm just encouraging you to share this, because when we share what it is we know, the entire photography community is uplifted. You participate in uplifting the photography community. By the way, just being here watching causes the entire photography community to be uplifted, because other photographers will see what it is that you're doing and they'll learn from it. So share this. Let others know. Don't keep stuff to yourself. Share it. You know, thinking about you guys. You know what, photographers? Before I go any further, I want to comment on something. There are so many people with a passion photography combined with an interest or an idea of starting a business. But most of them, unlike you, have already talked themselves out of it. And while, because you're human, you have doubts, strong, often debilitating doubts, you are here. You are doing things that give you that give yourself permission, or excuse me, potential. You are doing things that give you potential to reach your dreams. So I want to thank you for having the guts to follow your heart. Because of that, you're in a strong position. I know it doesn't always feel like it, but I'm telling you, you are in a strong position to succeed simply because you're stepping up and pursuing your dreams. You know what? If you understand what it is that I just said, I want you to comment the word heart. Just add in the word heart. Just that one word alone, heart. If you understand what it is I just said, and I'll say it again, you are in a strong position to succeed simply because you're stepping up and pursuing your dreams. You're here to learn. You're here to grow. And I want to thank you for having the guts to follow your heart. So do me a favor, enter in heart in the comments section. Just the word heart. If you understand what it is I just said. All right. I want you to identify struggles. Some areas of our life go smoothly. Other areas are slower to develop. Still others, we can only wish that they could rise to the level of slow to develop. But all too often, it seems like things are really taking too long. We're trying to make things work, but things are just dragging on. Tell me one thing that you thought should have already happened, but it's still developing. Something that's just taking way longer than you thought it would. Where are things taking too long to come together in your life? You could share that in the comments if you want, and you could just share one letter if you want. But what are the things, what is one major thing that is just taking too long to develop? It's taken so much longer than you expected. You can write out the one word, or you can just type in the first letter. I'm about to start talking about a way that might help things come together, become smooth, to start moving at the pace that you thought it should. On your notes, if you have them, I want you to, and I'm going to bring this up on the screen. This is just a copy of my form that I have for my students. I want you to just put two columns. On one side of the column and on the other side, you're going to write different things. But right now in your notes, make two columns. Now, I want you to start now, but I want you to also make a little time later today to sit down with this and be more complete with it. In that first column, make a list of the things you're struggling with. At least one thing, but make the first column is for the purpose of making a list of the things that you're struggling with. The things you're currently working on, or the things that you're stuck on that you're just not able to get any further with. Make sure to include the things that are taking too long, the things that just haven't come together yet, and the things that bother or trigger you. Now, once you've made that list, in the second column, write down the cost you're paying for each. Now, this could mean dollars, but that's not really what I mean here. What am I missing out on? What do I not have because I'm dealing with this struggle? So again, start with that first column. Don't begin the second column yet. Just write down your struggles. Write down the concerns. Write down things that are taking too long. Write down the things that are a pain in your business and in your life. Once you've gotten your top 7, and do up to 7. Don't go overboard with this. So just do 7. You're going to star the one you want here in just a moment. You want to accomplish, but just write down up to 7 struggles that you're dealing with, bigger ones, biggest ones. Once you've done that, then move over to the second column and enter in what is it that you're missing out on as a result of having this particular struggle. What's the pain? What's the pain point? You've probably heard that before. By the way, you just need a sheet of paper to do this. But if you want my form, the thing you're seeing on the screen is a PDF. I could send it to you. So if you want my form, just let me know in the comments by typing in "send me the form." Send me the form, and I'll go through all the Facebook pages and YouTube and the LinkedIn, and I'll identify those and I'll send that to you. Now I may have to reach out and ask what your email is, but I'll send that to you if you want it. You don't need it. You just write, a plus sign or a single line. Write the things that you're concerned with on one side and write the pain points on the other side. You don't need my form, but some people just like to have it. And so if you want it, just enter into the comments, "Send me the S form." I don't want you to write struggle. I don't want you to write that word, but that's what the S stands for. Send me the S form if you want me to email that my form to you. And it looks just like you see on the screen right now. All right, take that off the screen. Now, next I want you to identify the pain. Now, we just talked about you doing that on your column. Let's talk about that more in detail. Your first response to what is the pain is going to be most likely just a surface level, which is fine to begin with, but we can't leave it there because it's not enough for you to take action now. And it has to be, or you won't take action ever. Something that is that surface level, it doesn't add any commitment. And if it doesn't add any commitment, then it's just simply a waste of time in your life. You don't need any more things that waste your time. You've got enough of those. I have enough of those. Identifying a struggle without the will to take the necessary steps to fix it is one of the things that causes you to lose confidence in yourself. We've all experienced that. You may feel that your confidence is boosted by winning, by reaching a goal. And it does boost your confidence temporarily, but it's fleeting. Your confidence is boosted by the everyday push towards your goals, by fixing problems and keeping your word to yourself. As you know, a lack of confidence makes things so much harder than they have to be. If the pain of a particular struggle is not greater than the feeling of having that struggle, that is when you really have a problem. When the pain of the struggle is not obvious, identify the pain that is greater than the struggle so that it causes a sense of urgency to fix it. Are you guys getting this? Does this make sense? If so, I want you to comment the word yes. I'm going to repeat it just for those who maybe aren't following. I'm going to repeat that last part. You may feel that confidence is winning. By reaching a goal, your confidence is boosted. And it's true, it is. But it's temporary. It's fleeting. Your confidence is boosted by the everyday push towards your goals, by fixing problems and by keeping your word to yourself. If the pain for a particular struggle is not greater than the feeling of the struggle, that is when you truly have a problem. When the pain of the struggle isn't obvious, you're going to identify the pain that is greater than the struggle, so it causes a sense of urgency to fix it. Now, we're going to go into more detail on that, but if you're understanding that section, that part of what I just shared, enter in comments, yes, just yes, I get it. Yes. All right. Now, what happens when you face resistance, when you face these struggles? Resistance comes in many forms, both external and internal. And you can derail yourself all too easily. You know this. Unless you identify the problems, the struggles. Write down what difficulties you're experiencing and the pain in column B, the second column, the pain of continuing to have that problem, what it causes for you. What is that negative side effect? What are you not able to accomplish because you are still experiencing this continuing struggle? I hope that you're getting what I'm saying. I hope that you're seeing what I'm sharing. I hope that this is inspiring to you. We can easily build frameworks and systems into our lives, causing us to break free of the things that have been holding us back far too long. That's what this is about today. Yes, there's little problems that happen here and there every once in a while. That's for a different day. I'm talking about the ones that continue, the ones that are there, the ones that are glaring, the things that have just taken too long, that have taken too long to develop in your life. What pain are they causing you? It's not enough to just identify the struggle. You know that because nothing's changed in some of those areas. So what does it take? Identifying the pain that is causing you. What are you not able to accomplish? What are you not able to have in your life because of the struggle? When you do this, man, guys, your life is about to take off like never before. If you want that for yourself, if you want your life to take off like never before, one more time, enter in the word yes. Do it again. Write the word yes. If you want your life to take off like never before, enter in the word yes. I can't imagine any of you not wanting that. This is a way to identify and to commit in your mind. Your mind receives this yes as I am committing. I am moving forward. I want to do things that will cause me to become better than I was yesterday, to get past these struggles that I've been dealing with for far too long. So therefore, we're going to commit to building the plan. So with this list of struggles and the list of what it is we're missing out on, the pain, this makes up the basis. This is how we build a personal resistance plan. Is this sounding interesting? I'm going to give you a little pep talk before I share more with you. But right now, I want you to commit to building a resistance plan. It's what we've been talking about so far. I want you to commit to doing this to improve you, your business. This is going to make a huge change in your life. So I want you to commit to building your personal resistance plan. You know, I should do an episode called Commit, or even better, Purpose. I have something to share with you. I want you to put on your calendar October 17th. That's 2 Mondays from now. We have done just that. Purpose. It's our high octane fuel. It's what drives us. We're going to be talking about this in 2 weeks from today. So that's October 17th. I'll bring that back up here in just a little while. So hint, hint. It's not just thinking about it, we're doing it. You know how important it is to commit to do something. But it must be backed with a huge amount of purpose and pressure to make it happen quickly. Because if it doesn't happen quickly, it might not happen at all. Some of our struggles have been in our lives for years. If you know what I mean by that, will you comment me in the comments? Some of our struggles have been with us for years. If you know what I mean, that combined with it takes a huge amount of pressure and purpose to make something that's been in your life for years, that struggle, it's going to take a huge amount of pressure and purpose to make it go away. If you know what I mean by that, comment me. And if you want to share, if you feel so inclined, tell us what issues have been with you for years. At least write it down in your own notes. Release them by writing them down. Not later. Not next week. Release them by writing them down now. Again, if you're driving, do this later. Watch the replay and do this later. But now, take care of this now. This isn't something you procrastinate on, because you've already done that and you've seen what that got you. It's time to commit right now. Do you really want to continue dealing with the same concerns that you've already been dealing with for years to come? Is that what you want? Of course not. You don't enjoy your struggles, so therefore you don't want them in your life any longer. You're wasting time by leaving them there. You're wasting money. You're harming your relationships simply because you haven't focused attention, invested the time to make your struggles go away. You must have discipline and set a goal today to make that happen. So what happens when you don't get enough sleep? Well, you now have a good excuse to take a nap or sleep in. It's a good excuse, right? Everyone understands. When you're upset because of what someone said to you, you have an excuse to be upset. Everyone understands why you feel that way. When you have no money in the bank, it's hard to do things you know you need to do, like take classes or take on a business coach. You have an excuse. You don't have enough money. It's a valid excuse. You're calling it a reason. There's one of your problems. Identify reasons the way they are. They're excuses, and you need to eliminate them. If you continue to allow excuses, you will never experience a breakthrough of any type. You will keep the struggles that you have always hung on to. And you think it's because of outside things. No, it's you. Not committing to identifying the problems, identifying a pain that's greater than the problems, so that you can move forward and reduce or get rid of, completely eliminate that struggle. You're going to keep yourself right where you are, or worse. A stagnant human is just as toxic as stagnant water. You must continue to grow to reach your dreams. They aren't coming to you. You are going to them. You know, that money concern, it's a real one. I get it. You don't have enough money to take that class or hire a business coach? I get it. There's a lot of things that you want to purchase, that you want to spend money on. Are you going to keep on consulting the online banking app, hoping that your balance miraculously skyrocketed? Or are you going to commit to figuring out another path to make the things happen that you know need to happen? Most personal growth investments are going to require that you find a way to create the opportunity. You are well aware that money won't be just sitting there waiting. Those who are already where you want to be, they sacrifice something. They didn't have it. It was not handed to them. They sacrificed something to make it happen. And that variable probably was the thing that gave them the intense incentive to finally make things happen in their life. Character is built when you show up even when you're tired, upset, or lacking funds. This is where the average person stalls, but not you. Because you're about to build your personal resistance plan. So make that list of the things that hold you back, the things that cause you problems, the things that must be fixed in order to smooth things out. For right now, during the show, if you haven't already, I want you to write down one problem. Just one. Let's make it something that's causing you to stall, something that's causing you not to be able to move forward at the pace that you intended, that you wanted. Maybe it's building a database. Maybe it's a continuing problem that you experience with clients. Maybe it's a constant bickering with a relative. Maybe it's staying healthy. Whatever it is, right now, I want you to take one struggle through the personal resistance plan. If you've got that one struggle, at least in your mind, hopefully written down, comment, got it. GOT space IT. Got it. If you've got the one struggle, the thing that is standing out above the rest. Now, you may have several things that stand out above the rest, so you may be choosing one. But if you've got it, at least in your mind, hopefully written down, comment, got it. With that one issue, answer this question. You know what's coming. What are you missing out on by having this particular problem, this struggle in your life? What are you missing out on? We must find a way to destroy the grip that this resistance has on us. So maybe you can't figure it out. If that's the case, just do something expecting to fail. Fail on purpose. At least then you've taken a step that previously caused you to stall. And you'll have learned something in the process. By the way, you guys have heard of LinkedIn. The founder of LinkedIn, his name is Reid Hoffman. And I'm going to read a quote from him. He said, if you're not embarrassed by the first version of your product, then you've launched too late. I'm going to read it again just in case you didn't get it. This is founder of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman. If you're not embarrassed by the first version of your product, you launched too late. Guys, it's not going to be perfect. Whatever it is, it isn't going to be perfect. I think all of us know this, but so many of us are continuing to push off getting going or making some change that's going to have the potential to make things great in our life. Yes, it also has the potential to cause us some embarrassment. So what? Successful people have all been embarrassed. Every single one. It's not a bad thing. It is a pain you're going to push past. Therefore, It is a fantastic tool. How about we come up with a scenario of someone else? Maybe initially it's easier to envision when it's not us. Let's say that someone wants to lose a few pounds, but they never seem to have the motivation to do it. They think about it, they complain about it, they talk about how it causes them discomfort, both physically and mentally, but they never really do anything about it. Oh, yeah, maybe they switch to Diet Coke. Maybe they eat a little less. But as I said before, you must choose to commit. So they manufacture a solution. Successful people will manufacture a solution that incentivizes it to get done. They decide they want to have this particular scenario, this person who wants to use a few pounds. They've decided that they want to have some images created. Go figure. Why would I bring up that particular example? This person who wants to lose a few pounds wants to do photographs, but they don't want to do it today because they feel like they look fat. You've all come across this before. You may have even been this person before. Maybe you're this person right now. But in this particular scenario, it's not you. It's someone else. And this is their solution. They decide they want to have some images created of them in their bathing suit, in their beautiful staycation resort-like backyard pool. Their solution to create a sense of urgency that produces that huge amount of purpose and pressure to make it happen quickly, because it's got to happen quickly or it may not happen at all. This comment that I mentioned earlier, it takes a huge amount of pressure. It takes a huge amount of purpose to make it happen quickly. So this person in this scenario, in order to manufacture that pain, contacts a photographer, pays the non-refundable creation fee, and sets the date for the photography session. Can you imagine how that could create a sense of urgency for them to want to be in shape by that date? Like a high school reunion causes people to start doing what they've wanted to do for a long time, a photography session can do the same thing. Set the date, reach your goals. Define the destination, and then head down the path that causes you to get there. So, we're manufacturing urgency. You're creating the stimulus that causes the change you want in your life. It doesn't just happen. You're making it happen. When you identify and define your struggles, you can figure out a way to fix them or at least reduce the continuing negative effects they have on you. All you have to do is uncover what you're missing out on by not having that in your life. And if that's not enough, and usually it's not, create the stimulus that causes the change you want to see. Now, does that mean that things won't come up, that your life will be perfect from now on? Come on, of course not. But now, as a person who has created plans, you have a tool that you can use to eliminate many struggles from your life. This tool not only helps you get past your struggles, but by default increases your confidence, something that many photographers tell me that they lack. And it keeps you moving forward every day. So take that one struggle. Uncover what toll it's taking on your life. And if that's not enough for you to make a change, create a scenario where you must make the change you want, or a scenario where the pain is so great that you simply cannot continue the behavior. Then repeat, once you're done with that one, repeat the process with the next struggle on your list. And soon, the things that have been holding you back will be a thing of the past. The weight they carried reduced to nothing, freeing you to become the person you were meant to be. If you feel like you got something out of this lesson today, and I have a couple more words about it, but that's the majority of it. If you feel like you've gotten something out of this, I want you to enter in yes. Just comment the word yes. Now, if you want to elaborate, feel free. Yes, I got this. Yes, this is great. This is fantastic. Yes, I can see how if I apply this in my life, I will grow past the struggles I've been dealing with. If you need some extra help, some one-on-one time, someone to discuss it with, take advantage of the business assessment consultation that I do. Take advantage of that. And let me put that on the screen one more time. Again, this is free. I'm not charging you for it. For one per year. Now, after that, yeah, I definitely need to charge you for it because, well, I like having food on my table. I like having electricity. I like to pay for the house payment. You know how it works. But for one, I want to just give it to you for per year. You can use this as an annual strategy or a just updating your price list, whatever you want to use that time for. It's yours. So let me put that in the comments real quick. Hey, Carol. Glad you're here. Hey, Ashley. Glad you're here. So that should be showing up right now. That is a free business assessment consultation, just going over your concerns, the things that you have an interest in, or maybe we could talk about a struggle, and I could walk you through this personal resistance plan with that one struggle. That's a great way to use this time. Hey, Lupe. Good to see you again. By the way, I'm running through some of these. Hey, Jero. Some of the comments. Hey, Janice. And Pam. Sorry, there's a lot of Facebook users, so it's going to take me a while to get through all these. Facebook user just means that either the link didn't work, or you haven't clicked the link, or you wanted to remain anonymous, which is fine. I appreciate that you're here. All right, so get that. It's free. Your business assessment consultation. Now, I've come across people who have said, well, I want to wait until something big comes and then I'm going to call you. Dude, what are you thinking? If you're waiting for things to come, then you're doing it wrong. You go to the things. You don't wait for the things. Get this business assessment consultation now. If you're one of those who's thinking, I'm going to wait till something big comes along, come on, guys. Big things come because you've planned for them, because you've caused them to happen. Let me be part of that plan. So take advantage of that. And many of you have, well over 500. I stopped counting at close to 500. I stopped counting. I don't know why I stopped counting. I guess because, well, things happen and you get busy. So I don't actually know how many people have taken advantage of that, but I know it's over 500 photographers who've taken advantage of this business assessment consultation. That's a lot of time I'm investing in you guys. I believe in you. You have what it takes. You've got the tools. You just need to know when to apply them and how to apply them. That's it. And that's what I help photographers with. I help photographers make a great income doing what they love. Now, I want to tell you about the upcoming shows that we have. But before I do that, I want to give you a promo code. Uh, Amanda is not going to be on with us today, but she is here with us in spirit. She could be watching, but I know she won't be able to show up on camera. She's not feeling well, so send say a prayer of healing for her. She's going to be fine. She's not bad, but she's feeling bad today and is not going to be able to be on. But that didn't stop her from making sure that she had something from Digital Pro Lab to give to us. And that is 30% off of all greeting cards. And no, guys, I don't get a commission. I don't get a percentage. Yes, I'm sharing this, but it's not for that reason. I don't have an affiliate program with them. If I did, I'd probably make a lot of money because I have sent a lot of business their way. But I don't do it for that reason. I do it because I want to uplift photographers. I believe in you guys. And this greeting cards is one fantastic way to do that. So, and they have let's see. I've got a slide here of an image that they showed in Digital Pro Lab showed in their email last week. Add that to the stream. So this is a greeting card where in this particular one, it's blank on the inside. I think all of them are that way, and which is the way I want it. And so I create some piece of art to go on the front to show off what my favorite image. And I have a note card where if someone does something nice, I can write a nice thank you note. Put it in the mail. How often does that happen anymore? Maybe you want to have a birthday program or a anniversary program. Make one birthday card for all of your clients at the beginning of the year, or do it right now because it's 30% off, and have those ready to go because it could be the same exact card. Everybody only has one birthday per year, so it's not like they're going to get two or they're going to see a bunch of other ones. They'll just see the one they got. Maybe do this for anniversary. Maybe you have a program that has some kind of a promotional something that's for anniversaries or for birthdays. This is a great way to send it. This is a great thing to send it in. There's a lot of things that you could use with this. And they have hundreds, maybe thousands, I don't know. They've got huge number of templates that are free. So if you don't want to design it yourself, or if you're having trouble designing it yourself, just use their templates. So take advantage of this. The promo code is greetings. Just the word greetings. So write that down. 30% off all greeting cards. Just go to digitalprolab.com and order your greeting cards. And at checkout, enter in promo code greetings. Now, I want to tell you what classes are coming up. Some pretty good ones in my opinion. But each week on Monday, we have a program. We have a business lesson that is free to you guys. And I want you to share this with others because it's valuable. Every Monday, on the second Monday of each month, we move the time from noon to 6:30 in the evening, and we bring in 3 panelists to go over a specific topic. We ask them questions and they give us their responses. That way you can see the topic from 3 different points of view, not just one. It'd be like looking at a statue and having more people looking at it and describing what they see. You get a more 3-dimensional view of that particular subject. This one that's coming up on this this coming Monday. Today's the first Monday, so then that means next Monday is the second, is a panel on how I deal with difficulties. Let me bring that slide up. Oh, I don't have that slide. All right. So how I deal with difficulties. We're bringing in 3 photographers who have been dealt some serious blows, like we all have. But they're going to share what it is that they dealt with, the problem, and what they've been doing to keep on keeping on. This will inspire you. This will cause you to see once again, yeah, those problems are real that I have. But man, I would take my problems over their problems any day. So therefore, you will move forward in a more positive frame of mind. All right. That is a week from today at 6:30, not at noon, like our regular time, 6:30. How I Deal with Difficulties, October 10th. Put that on your schedule. And then the next one on October 17th, the day after the annual San Antonio Photography Tournament, and the afternoon before the Elevate exhibition, is Purpose is Our High Octane Fuel. Based on what you learned today, you probably have a good idea of what that is. But we're defining our purpose so that it is pushing us constantly forward. We're using that as a tool for motivation, because we wonderful, lovely, beautiful, amazing creatives don't always have our energy level tank full all the way. It drops down. Our motivation drops. This will bring it right back up. Purpose is our high octane fuel, October 17th. And then the week after that, on October 24th, is the photographer competitor analysis. And let's bring that slide up. There it is. The photographer competitor analysis. Now, this is, all right, I need to preface this just a little bit. As far as your price list, it is not smart at all. It is the worst thing you can do to base your prices off of what other photographers charge. Now, that is in the category of custom portraiture. If you are in sports, if you're in commercial photography, this changes. But for custom portraiture, which is what this show is about, I mean, it is called Portrait Profits after all. It does no good. In fact, it harms you to base your prices off of what other photographers do. But that does not mean that we don't ever occasionally look at what other photographers in our community are doing. Because that is one way we can compare. That's one way we can do analysis. That's one way we can 1-up or 10x what it is that they're doing. So I'm going to go, I've got a form, and I'm going to give it to you guys. You'll be, if you want it, you can ask for it, but you'll see a form on October 24th, a way to analyze your competitors. You just go through this form step by step, and you'll find a good, solid way to learn about what your competitors are doing so that you can do even better, so that you can communicate what it is that you do better than they do. Man, there's a lot of ways. Photography competitor analysis, October 24th. Please put that on your calendar. And then to round out the end of October, yes, on Halloween, we are still going to be having the Portrait Profit show. Let's see. Do I have that one up? Yeah, I do. Dealing with unusual situations. I have to eliminate one. There we go. There were too many. All right, so dealing with unusual situations. Isn't that a great title for Halloween? Now, we're not going to be talking about ghost stories. We're going to be talking about real situations, but things that really don't happen all that often, some unusual situations, and what we can do to prepare for them so that we don't come across as not sounding intelligent, so that we still maintain our level of confidence, so that we can move forward even through this unusual situation. So that's what is coming up for the rest of this month. Now, I hope to see you at each one of the Portrait Profit shows. I hope that you share what you learn at the Portrait Profit show. I hope that you find it valuable for you and what you're trying to accomplish. so that you can grow and you can become more than you've ever been before. Closing thoughts. As soon as practical today, list your struggles one at a time. Star the top one, or maybe up to 3. But I want you to commit to whatever you starred to take it through your personal resistance plan. Then go back and write down what it is that you're missing out on. So you're writing it down. If you haven't already, you're writing it down, you're analyzing it, you're expanding on it. Then the second column, you're writing down what it is you're missing out on by not solving the struggle or struggles. You are in charge. So take charge and create the destiny that you want. It is right to want better for you, for your loved ones, and for your community. Having plenty in your cup so that you can pour into others is what causes you to be able to help others. It's your time. You have what you need to solve each of your struggles. Reaching dreams is not something done by accident. There is no more time. The time is now to build the life of your dreams. If you're worrying about what others think, you're thinking too small. Live your life, your dreams. Let others live theirs let others live theirs as you naturally grow into the person that others look up to. I'm rooting for you. For Landers Photography School and Digital Pro Lab. This is Jim Landers bringing you the weekly Portrait Profit Show, giving you evolving content, awareness, and even fun to the business side of photography. Through helpful information, step-by-step processes, and action steps that will help you with the struggles you deal with now, so you are constantly realigned to the path that leads to the success you deserve. Be here every Monday to hear a different way of looking at the business side of photography. Thank you for investing your time in the Portrait Profit Show. Bye, guys. I'm rooting for you.